Welcome to OcogiNews, your daily pulse on the most impactful stories shaping our world right now. From local headlines hitting home to national debates, groundbreaking international events, and the latest in tech, finance, and entertainment, we're bringing you every angle of today's breaking news. Global markets on edge as trade tensions rise amid unprecedented heatwave. As July 4th, 2025 unfolds, the world faces a convergence of critical events shaping the global narrative. The expiration of a pivotal U.S. trade truce threatens to disrupt international markets, while record-breaking global temperatures underscore the accelerating impact of climate change. Meanwhile, political and societal shifts, from government shakeups to wildfire emergencies, are testing the resilience of communities and economies worldwide. U.S. trade truce nears end. Markets brace for tariff shock. Key developments. The 90-day trade truce, spearheaded by President Donald Trump, is set to expire on July 9, 2025, casting a shadow of uncertainty over global commerce. While the United States has secured new agreements with Britain and Vietnam, negotiations with major partners remain incomplete. President Trump's announcement that tariff notifications are imminent has sent ripples through financial centers, with investors and business leaders anxiously awaiting clarity on future trade policies. Immediate impact. Financial markets are reacting with heightened volatility. U.S. indices such as the S&P 500 and Dow Jones have hit record highs, buoyed by robust job data, even as caution permeates trading floors. In Asia, the mood is notably more somber, with South Korea's Kospi down 1.8% and Taiwan's benchmark index falling 0.9%, reflecting fears of renewed trade barriers and supply chain disruptions. Broader implications. The potential imposition of new tariffs could significantly alter the global economic landscape. Increased costs for goods and services may strain consumers and businesses alike, while prolonged trade tensions could undermine international cooperation and economic stability. The outcome of these negotiations is likely to influence policy decisions far beyond the current administration, shaping trade dynamics for years to come. Global temperatures. Shatter records, raising alarm on climate crisis. Key developments. July 4th, 2025 marks a historic milestone as the world's average air temperature surpasses 17 degrees Celsius, 62.6 degrees Fahrenheit, for the first time since records began. The Northern Hemisphere, in particular, is experiencing its hottest early July on record, with average temperatures reaching 71.25 degrees Fahrenheit. These extremes are intensifying heat waves and straining public health and infrastructure systems across continents. Immediate impact. Communities worldwide are grappling with soaring energy demand, increased incidence of heat-related illnesses, and mounting pressure on emergency services. Health advisories have been issued in multiple countries, and some regions are struggling to maintain critical infrastructure amid the relentless heat. Broader implications. The unprecedented temperatures serve as a stark warning about the accelerating pace of climate change. Prolonged exposure to extreme heat threatens food security, water resources, and public health, while also exacerbating environmental degradation. The crisis underscores the urgent need for coordinated global action on mitigation and adaptation strategies, as the cost of inaction continues to rise. California battles. Largest wildfire of the year, amid travel surge. Key developments. California is contending with the Madre Fire, now the state's largest wildfire of 2025, having consumed more than 52,000 acres and forced widespread evacuations. This crisis unfolds as the United States experiences its busiest air travel period in 15 years, with 50,000 flights scheduled on July 7th, and the TSA expecting 18.5 million travelers between July 1st and 7. Immediate impact. Firefighters are racing against time to contain the blaze, while evacuees seek shelter and safety. The surge in travel adds complexity to emergency response efforts as crowded airports and highways challenge both logistics and resource allocation. Broader implications. The intersection of extreme weather, wildfire risk, and mass travel highlights vulnerabilities in infrastructure and emergency preparedness. As climate change intensifies, natural disasters and population mobility grows, governments face mounting pressure to invest in resilience and coordinated crisis management. Global briefs. Thailand's constitutional court has suspended Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra, installing Phumtham Wechayachai as acting Prime Minister amid political uncertainty. The European Union is debating new regulations on artificial intelligence, following a series of high-profile cybersecurity incidents across member states. The World Health Organization has issued an alert on a new strain of seasonal influenza spreading in parts of South America. As the world stands at the crossroads of economic uncertainty and environmental crisis, the decisions made in the coming days will resonate far into the future, shaping the trajectory of global stability and progress. That's all for today. If you had fun watching, a subscribe would be awesome.